So what? Okay. Yeah. Plus two man coverage, please. Let's go. Let's go. More. It was cornerback more. Uh, I just tell him that dude did not get no upgrade game, no trait, no trait game after that shit. I don't know what you got to do to get this shit. I know that quarterback shit, boy. That shit is a damn near next to impossible. You ever seen a QB one? A lot of shit, and no interceptions. Like at least 300 yards, like 4 touchdowns. Fucking win the game. No turnovers. No turnovers. This shit crazy. Damn, 247 rush yards. I put it in there. I put it on the game of the week. Let me know when you're ready. We could click on it at the same time. Hold on, here I come. Step. You ready? All right, go.
a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the
About to rain. Damn it.
system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building.
Well, we kick it off if you want to lock the boat.
Their guys get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Yep. Yeah.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going. And
according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun is Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason.
Come on.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Boy, I saw that shit coming.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Trubisky to throw.
Wow.
It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd down. Here's Eason. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Now Taylor. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Eason. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with an extra point.
What the fuck? Boy.
And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
That's fucked up.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
That win ain't that bad.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Bears have to be excited about the rookie out of Notre Dame, Cole Kmet, a Chicago native. He actually selected number 85 in recognition of the Bears' 1985 NFL championship team, the Super Bowl champs. And by the way, his dad was on the Bears practice squad at one point. So this kid falls right in line. I love his athletic ability. He'll learn from the veteran Jimmy Graham. And last year, the Bears tight ends, J.P. Holtz, he led the team in receiving, 91 yards from the tight end position.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run. He was not going to be denied.
You saw that shit. He ran straight up that shit.
The end zone. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1st and 10, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First down, Colts.
After one, it's 13-6.
With the score, Bears 13, Colts 6.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on taking care of the football, put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun is Eason. Open man is Taylor.
God damn
He's
it.
got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13.
Ties the game 13-all. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
Oh my goodness, are you fucking serious?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he takes this one in for
Oh boy.
David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Second and 7.
Taylor. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup.
Come the fuck on.
So a decent gain on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Throwing is Eason.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
Come on, Ethan. What the fuck? Wow.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now into this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The quick slant caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize I scored.
Use the first of their timeouts. So as they
I'm tired as fuck.
We step aside. Blankenship out for the point after.
It didn't.
And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth.
I mean, it didn't look like it. He ain't fair either.
Fitting for what's been a
I'm not turning this shit down so long.
Even at 20 now as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. He'll get that complete to his tight end Komet. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Trubisky. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Sacked there by DeForest Buckner. Boy, was he big news around the draft in 2020. When the Colts traded their 13th overall pick for him. He absolutely solidifies their defensive front. Great interior pressure that they haven't been able to.
And he's going to go down again. That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got him to the turf.
Back at the 23-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
You start run, baby.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Eason on second down. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Oh, come on! Why?
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. pick up yardage, but in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
In front of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by the rookie, Julian Blackmon. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, what a nice play there by Julian Blackmon, the young fella out of the University of Utah. And to tell you about his talent, Indianapolis drafted him in the 3rd round, even though he was rehabbing an ACL injury suffered in his college days. Plenty of upside for this young man. Has experience at both corner and safety, which is something you need in the NFL now. Those hybrids.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
2nd down.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. From the gun, Eason. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Nice gain there by the 2nd-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for the most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
At the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Trubisky. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Nice pass rush there by Justin Houston, culminating in a sack. And the move to Indianapolis in 2019, absolutely rejuvenating. Plus, he changed positions from outside linebacker to defensive end and had his first double-digit sack season since 2014. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to Taylor on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
To throw on second down, Eason. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Colts first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Taylor. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
What?
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Eason escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Darius Leonard in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 88 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Trubisky. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor.
works his way up past the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be
seriously,
somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Throwing now is Trubisky. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Colts 36, Bears 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They run the counter. It's Taylor. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
Good game, man.
So this one winds up in
It's 36-34 and 32.
This was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Indianapolis, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.